Hi everyone, welcome back to another anime review. We are reviewing an anime called Hidamari Sketch. Now this anime is about four girls living in an apartment building for to go to school in. However, the apartment building to go to school in is right across the street from the fucking school. So pretty much they don't have to walk very far. So that's a plus. Um, but they're going to an art school. Now, the four main characters in the first two seasons are a girl with glasses. She's a second year, and she likes to write manga. Pretty much. The second girl has pigtails. She likes to eat a lot, but she's also conscious about her weight. She also wants to become a teacher at the very end of the anime. And then you got your main character, who's kind of a ditz, but she's your typical stuff. And then you got your dimwits, pretty much. So pretty much there's like four of the main characters in the first two seasons are all over the place. The episode structure wise though is all over the place. It's like Lucky Star sort of. But structure wise, they tell you what's the date of the episode right from the start, just to make sure you know what the hell is going on. But that's the main gist of it. Like the first two seasons are like all over the place, because the first season it doesn't start out with her moving into the apartments. That happens in the first episode of the second season, and it's just like all over the place, pretty much. So you have to understand that concept. The animation, however, I thought was because of low budgeting, but then I realized, this is the art style that I've seen before. And then I looked it up, and apparently this anime was made by the same people who made Magical Monica. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like that doesn't make any sense. Like how the hell is that anime like tied into this? And then I saw the animation, and then I realized that all the animation of the backgrounds are all sketches because they're going to an art school. Even though most of the episodes have nothing to do with art, because most of the episodes have to do with them playing life, fucking like doing shit like that and this, that, and the other thing. So the first two seasons are about her freshman year. The third and fourth season are about her in her in her in her second year, which I have to say this. I thought it was just going to be the four main characters until after the second season ended. However, there are two new characters that start off. There are two new characters that live in the dorms because there are six houses, and I knew that they were going to do something with the other two the other two apartment places that you can live in this door, because there are six doors. You got room 101, 102, 103, and 201, 202, and 203. Two of the dorms were not using in the first two seasons. When they go into the main character goes into her second year, they get two new first years. And the thing about the two first years, one of the first years has white hair. She's like a person that doesn't know how to do shit, and she's also in a spec ed program, I believe. I don't know. It means I had to research this stuff up, but apparently she's in depth to do stuff certainly, but she's also very humble. She also has a lot of guys talking to her because she likes to be friendly. That means that all the girls are jealous to her, except for the four other characters. The other character is your typical she's the only she's there just for support. However, she does have weaknesses and strengths, but I don't remember them all, so that's my apology, so I apologize. So the animation is all over the place, pretty much, so to speak. And the thing about this anime, however, is that the third season, the two new characters don't show up that much at all. It's just your typical main four. But later in the third season and pretty much in the fourth, they decided to bring them out more so they could get more character development, which I think is good. The problem with the two new characters, I wish they did more stuff with them, which they probably will, but I don't know. Um, because at the end of the fourth season, the two third years are graduating, so they're gone by the end of the series. However, I did say that this manga was made by the same people who made Magical Monica. However, I did some a little bit of digging on this manga anime. The anime was made from 2000 and like at the late 2000s all the way up to 2013. That was the last two specials, which was their graduation, the third year's graduation. However, the manga was made in 2004, and the manga, for some odd reason, has been going on for 3 decades. It's still fucking going, apparently. And that's kind of interesting because I did not expect that. There are some jokes here and there that all the girls like each other. Like you got the two third years that like feel like that they're falling in love with each other. You got the two sophomore to second years doing the same thing, and also the first years. So pretty much so to speak. Now the episodes are all over the place, like I said before, but there are 61 episodes. Now there may be 61 episodes, but they're all English subs, so you have to watch it in Japanese. And that kind of drained me because of the fact that how do I put this? I have to read the fucking subtitles, and when it's a long ass anime, like the longest sub anime I've ever watched was Kuroko no Basketball. This one's the second longest because even though it has 61 episodes, Kuroko no Basketball has 75, plus an, plus a bunch of fucking plus a bunch of fucking plus a movie and plus a bunch of fucking specials. So there's probably more than like 80, 86 episodes there, but that's beside the point. So that's where my concept goes to some extent. Now, what do I rate this anime? Now, at first, I did not like the animation because I thought it was low budgeting, but I kind of gave it some slack. But then I realized all the background is just sketches and stuff. They do sketches and stuff. Our main character wins a contest for her sketch one time, and everyone congratulates her with food, pretty much. I feel like this anime talks about more about fucking food than anything else, and it drove me fucking nuts. Like that's what pisses me off. But yeah, anyway, as I was saying, I'm gonna give this anime an 8 out of 10 because of the fact that on how good it is. Like you got the animation that it's its own style, by the way, which is kind of interesting to be honest with you. I didn't expect it to be its own style. Like it feel like it had magical Monaco animation there, but it also has its own style because of how they use the art sketches as backgrounds and stuff like that, like rulers and stuff like that. Like the first season felt like a rough draft of an anime, and that's what I like about it because of the fact that it's like the background is like all over the place. Like, but the thing that also intrigues me is how new characters are built. Because in the first season, it's pretty much your four characters. You got your principal, and you got your ditzy of a teacher who thinks that she wants to. Apparently, she's more of a pervert than the other, all the characters combined, which baffles the fuck out of me. And she's the fucking teacher. Like, what the fuck? But anyway, the thing about the second season, however, the second season, when it comes to the characters that are relevant, they don't get drawing distance, and you can tell how each season progresses. More characters are more fleshed out instead of just like it's kind of like Pony Pony Dash, so to speak. Like if you're not a side character or a main character, you look like a fucking cardboard box of a fucking person, pretty much, and you're just standing there and you don't know. You only do facial expressions. That's what this anime looks like sometimes. But as the second, third, and fourth season come to life, characters that weren't supposed to get anything, they decide to get more drawing and get them more fleshed out. Um, Case in point, when they're about to graduate, the two freaking the two freaking third years, some of the characters talk to them, and they look like human beings, like your normal typical anime, instead of a fucking cardboard, like a white person, a person that looks like he's just white and he has a circle for a head. That's what it feels like. Because that was in the first season. The second season's good. Although I did not like how they did the beginning of when she first started. Third season was all right. I wish they did more stuff about the two new characters that they did in the beginning, but that's beside the point. Fourth season, good. I'm just shocked that if they did do a fifth season, which I don't think so, because this anime ended in 2013. Apparently, that was the last two specials. But I'm giving this anime an 8 out of 10. I thought it was really good. I had a lot to say about this anime. I thought I came in when I came into this anime, I did not like it. But the only reason why it gets an 8 for me is the fact that there's one reason, one reason only. I lost focus because I can't watch a subtitle anime that long without getting distracted. Like I have to read the fucking titles, the freaking subtitles while they're as fast as I can, while also watching the fucking anime. But I'm still giving it an 8 out of 10. It was great for me. I thought it was great. If you want to watch it, I highly recommend it if you can watch it. I'm just shocked that it's the same people that made Magical Monica. Hope you guys have a nice positive day and take care.